Hi and welcome to today's show. This exclusive programme is brought to you by ChelseaFan12.com. And today the FA Cup came into town alongside Nottingham Forest as Chelsea won with 2 goals from Alvaro Morata. FA Cup third round and a win for Chelsea today, 2-0 and 2 goals for Alvaro Morata. We're here with Ron Harris and Gary Chivers in the Finsborough Arms once again to look back on the game. Ended 2-0, 2 goals for Morata. We should all be very happy, shouldn't we? But are we?
Well, I think we're pleased he scored because it looked like he gave him a bit of confidence. And his second goal, the way he hung in the air, and he did well. He did well, but I hope he gets the confidence, you know. And that's what he's severely lacking in his play. When you're watching from the side, he looks the shadow of the man we signed a couple of years ago. But hopefully this will give him a bit of confidence because that's all he needs.
Sarri would have hoped that Forest would have given him the opportunity to score some goals. He missed an open goal, which thankfully offside in the end, but he got 2, but he still didn't look like he was up for it.
Well, he don't look as if, you know, from the first minute to when he was coming off, he don't look happy at the moment. No. Whether that's because he's not scoring goals, but, you know, maybe I'm not a manager, you know, maybe they could have kept him on for a little while longer and tried to get a hat-trick, and it might have, you know, given him a bit of a boost, but I think his days are numbered here, Chivs, don't you?
Yeah, I do, I do. And it wouldn't surprise me. I was really surprised we went out and signed a winger, really, in the week, instead of, I thought, our main target. Signing a winger and then loaning back, but I thought our main target would have been getting a centre forward.
Yeah. It was a good day for the youth. Hudson-Odoi played well, Ampadu played well, Loftus-Cheek played well, but he got injured again, and that's going to be his nemesis, isn't it? You can't play the Premier League if you're not fit.
Well, do you know what? I've looked at him, and we've looked at him a couple of times. He's a big guy. He's a massive guy. He looks powerful, but he does go down easy, Ron, doesn't he?
Well, you know, for somebody that's like, 6'2", you know, he seems to maybe one of these fellas that don't want to play with pain, and sometimes you've got to do that. I think the other 2 lads that were playing, I think look very, very promising, and it'd be nice when you talk to some of the supporters. I think they would love to get 1 or 2 of the younger players playing on a permanent basis.
Doesn't look like it's going to happen though, does it?
Well, it doesn't at the moment, but you never know. Things change.
Here's the future of our football. Hello, what's your name?
Archie.
Archie, did you enjoy the game first of all?
Yes.
What about Morata? Is he the man to drag us into the next millennium?
I'm not really that sure. I'm having mixed thoughts about Morata. Sometimes I think he's good, then he can just disappoint us.
Who's your favourite player, Archie?
Ron Harris, weren't you? Best player?
Yeah.
Ron Harris, yeah?
Yeah, Ron Harris was
How
right
about
up
me,
there.
Gary Chivers?
Yeah.
No.
He was all right.
So who's your favourite player then?
Probably Hazard.
Hazard. Can Chelsea still win without Hazard though?
It will be hard, but I think it's possible.
Yeah. And you come to a lot of the games, or did you come because of the FA Cup?
My 52nd Chelsea match.
52nd Chelsea match. Fantastic.
Brilliant.
And do you know when the next one is? When you're going to come?
I think I'm coming in a few weeks.
In a few weeks. All right. Well, thanks, Archie. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoy the next Chelsea game as well.
All right.
Thank you. Archie, if you want to be on the show with Chop and Chivs, you can do. Just come to the Finsborough Arms after the game. We're here and we're looking forward to the future, which is tough. We've got 2 Tottenham games coming up, haven't we now? Away at Wembley and then at home. Going to be tough to get through to the final.
Well, the thing is, that's going to define our season, really. We got the games coming away at Spurs, very, very tough game, and then coming back to Stamford Bridge. But we need to win a cup. I don't know if he's been told, obviously he wants to win everything. We have got to finish in the top 4, and I think win a cup.
Yeah, we've got to finish in the top 4, haven't we?
Well, I think that's. I personally can't see him finishing in the top 2. You know, I think they're going to have a battle to finish in the top 4 because I think they've got some tough games coming up against some of the so-called better sides, and I think the next month or so will define our season.
Are you surprised that Hudson-Odoi is stalling over the contract? Chelsea want him to stay. They want to make him the future of the club. But Bayern Munich, they must have been watching the live feed today, and every time he crossed the ball, another €5 million went on top. But are you surprised that Hudson-Odoi wants to leave?
I just think he wants games. It must be frustrating for the youth to come through. We've got some fantastic players coming through our youth system, and well done Neil Barr for bringing them through. And they need to be playing games. It's no good training all week, and all of a sudden you're coming up to a Saturday or a Sunday or whatever, and you're not playing games. It's frustrating. And obviously he wants to be playing his trade.
Bayern will offer him first-team football, but Chelsea will offer him a good salary, you would have thought.
Well, I think what Chivs says, that there's nothing more frustrating than when you're training every day of the week, and when the team sheet goes up, you're not even included. I think the young lad needs playing time. And I think if you said to him, look, you're not going to get so much money at Chelsea, but you can go to another club abroad and earn a bit more, I'm sure he'd want to stay at Chelsea.
And if you were his advisor, what would you say to him?
Well, I think I would go in and see the manager and ask him what's the prospects, and if he divers around and says, well, I can't fit you in, then I think the fella's got to learn his education by going to one of the top sides in Europe.
And what would you tell him to do?
I'd say get your head down and fight for your place.
Yeah.
Go and fight for your place. Solanke's left the club and he went to... It's not always brighter on the other side. He left the club, he went to Liverpool, and he's ended up going to Liverpool today.
Bournemouth.
Sorry, we went to Liverpool, then to Bournemouth. Where do you want to be playing? I'm sure when you look at it, we'd rather be playing at Chelsea than Bournemouth.
And quickly, Tammy Abraham, he's had his head turned apparently by Wolves. Really?
Well, I think it's 18 million, and it's. I'm not sure if it's agreed or it is agreed, but that it is frustrating. I have to say, as being a player, Ronnie will say this as well. It is frustrating. You need to be playing.
He is playing every week. He's playing for Villa and he's scoring goals. Why play for Wolves?
If you said to him, look, would you rather stay at the Villa playing regular or come to Chelsea playing regular? I'm sure he'd want to come back to Chelsea.
Definitely.
So,
but he can't at the moment. He can play at Wolves. Would you want to play at Wolves?
If you're playing in the Premiership, he's playing in the Premiership.
These footballers, you can't make them happy whatever happens. We'll be back here for the Newcastle game on January the 12th. It's a 5:30 kickoff, so it'll be nice and dark once again. You can subscribe to the show by the little button down there. Keep watching and send us your tweets and all the questions you have for Chopper and Chivs, and we'll see you again, the Newcastle game on January the 12th. See you then. Visit the ChelseaFan12.com website today to keep up with all the latest Chelsea news and statistics. It's also the place to find signed shirts, photos and works of art featuring past and present legends. Sign up for free now at ChelseaFan12.com. For the fans.
I thought he done ever so well today.
And when we check out, we just make it easy for teams to defend against us. Is that why you sent them home, because you weren't out with them? And I'm not being funny. Have you got a bush chucker trial coming up or anything like that?